In this week's Seder Beha'alosecha, we have the description of the Klal Yisrael's taking leave of their experience at Har Sinai, journeying towards Eretz Yisrael, which was really supposed to have been just simply a 3-day journey. And suddenly, within the narration, we have interjected something that would apparently have no relevance whatsoever. The two psukim that describe Vayihi ben Sora Aram Vayomer Moshe Kuma Adonai v'yafutzo Eivecha v'yanusu misanecha mipanecha uvenucho Yomar Shiva Adonai v'revavos Afa Yisrael. That which we recite when we remove the Sefer Torah from the Aron and when we return it. And Rashi, citing the Gemara Shabbos, tells us this has no place here whatsoever. It should have been by the Degolim, by the Masos, by the flags, and by the ordering of the journeys in the description of which Shvatim, which tribes were on which side of the Aron and how they moved in tandem. Why is it introduced here? As a matter of fact, the Torah goes out of its way to have two upside-down nunin, two inverted nunin, in order to specifically tell us this is not his place. So why is it here? Says Rashi, citing the Gemara in Shabbos, in order to inform us, kedei lahafsik bein puranos lepuranos, in order to differentiate between one punishment and another punishment. Namely, two punishments explicitly written right in a row would be too much for us to bear. Keep them separate, keep them apart. As for Rav Schwab Zatzal, two punishments. Well, the punishment that follows these two psukim, Vayhi ha'amkim esonanim, that describes Klal Yisrael when they were in a state of like complaining. They had nothing to complain about, nothing whatsoever. But they were looking to complain. We know sometimes children love to complain. They'll find something to complain about. The children of HaKadosh Baruch Hu looked for something to complain about, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave them a patch. Vayicher Apo, he was angered at them. Vativer bam eish Adonai, and he let out a fire that devoured the extremity of the camp. Either those who were the most negative individuals in Klal Yisrael, or those who were the tzaddikim, removing their buffer. We understand, however, that there's a paranis, there's a punishment. But wherein was there a punishment before these two psukim, when Klal Yisrael left Har Sinai, the Har Hashem? Suggests Rav Schwab Zatzal, we know something that's referred to as nerve blockage. Nerve blockage means that, Rachmana litzlan, sometimes our nerves are dulled. And we don't even know when we're feeling pain, and it could be most dangerous, most threatening. Says Rav Schwab, when Klal Yisrael stood at Har Sinai, and when they remained there for a while, and they were there with the ability to bask in the smile and the presence and the blessing of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, they simply wanted to get away quickly. Ketino kabareach mibeis hasefer, says the Gemara Shabbos. They left Har Sinai as children, hearing the school bell, running out of school, wanting to get away from the Rebbe, wanting to get away from their studies, wanting to get away from that aura of Limud Hashem. Says Rav Schwab, sometimes we don't feel when we have it so wonderful. And we move away. And it's kind as if we are inured to when we are so blessed with the countenance of the Almighty. That was the piranus. That was the punishment for running so. The punishment at times is not feeling the pain, is not recognizing when we had it so good. It's failure to appreciate when we were indeed at the apex of our existence. Woe to us, says Rav Schwab, when we recite a Kriya Shema and we state, V'ahavta es Hashem Elokecha, and you shall love HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And we're Mekabel Malchus Shemayim, we accept the divine reign of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, of the Almighty, without even genuinely feeling a sense of love for Him. Or when we stand on Shabbos and we're welcoming in the Shabbos Queen, and we say, Boi v'shalom materes bala, We're welcoming the Kala. And we say the words, Gambit Sahala, the Samecha. But we don't feel that we're on fire. We don't feel a sense of vibrancy. We don't feel a sense of glee and rejoicing. What kind of welcoming for the Shabbos Queen is that? It's a dullness of our nerves. That's nerve damage. That's engaging in an Avodas Hashem that's topsy-turvy, upside down, nunin hafuchim. When we run away from that which we should have clung to. When we look to complain, when we have it so good. Wow. Upside down nunin. Misplaced travels in our journey in the Midbar. So often in life, we fail to appreciate the moment at time, the moment at hand, the joy of a bris, the magnificent beauty of a bas mitzvah or a bar mitzvah, the schus of standing by a child, let alone a grandchild's chuppah, the ability to open a sefer and understand what we're reading, the freedom of religion, and all of the wonderful infrastructure of frumkeit that we're blessed with. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu says to us, you're living in inverted Avodas Hashem. Wake up. Turn things over as they should be and proceed further towards the promised land. Have a wonderful Shabbos.